Look around you. The most powerful people, the most successful ones, do you think they are the smartest? The most talented? No. They are the ones who believed in themselves when no one else did. Confidence is not something you wear. It is something you breathe. It is the difference between a life of mediocrity and a life of greatness. You can have intelligence, beauty, skills, but if you lack confidence, you will always be second to someone who dares to believe in themselves more than you do. So today I'm going to tell you exactly why confidence is everything and how to cultivate it within you like an unstoppable fire. Most people misunderstand confidence. They think it's about standing tall, speaking boldly, or dressing sharply. They assume confidence comes from achievements, education, or social status. But let me tell you something. Confidence is not a skill you learn. It is an energy you radiate. It is not about how you look. It is about what you believe about yourself. Have you ever walked into a room and felt an undeniable presence? Maybe it was someone who wasn't the loudest, wasn't the richest, wasn't even the best dressed, but somehow they commanded attention. They didn't have to announce their importance. Their presence did it for them. That is confidence. It is an invisible force that people feel before you even say a word. It is the difference between being noticed and being overlooked. Now, let's flip the situation. Have you ever seen someone who has everything on paper? Good looks, qualifications, talent, but somehow they blend into the background. They hesitate when they speak, their eyes dart around seeking approval, and their energy feels uncertain. You sense that they don't believe in themselves, and because they don't, neither does the world. This is why confidence is not about external factors. It is about internal belief. Imagine you're at a marketplace and two vendors are selling the same fruit. One vendor stands tall, looks you in the eye and says, "This is the best fruit you will find. Fresh, delicious, and worth every penny." The other vendor mumbles, hesitates, and says, "This is good too. I mean, if you want it. Which one do you buy from?" Both have the same product, but one is sure of its value while the other doubts it. And you, like most people, trust the one who is confident. This is exactly how life works. Confidence is an energy that decides how people perceive you. Before you even open your mouth, your energy speaks for you. It tells people whether they should listen to you, trust you, respect you, or ignore you. It tells people whether you are worth their time, their opportunities, their investment. And the truth is, most people don't even realize how much their energy is sabotaging them. Think about job interviews. Two candidates walk in with the same resume, the same qualifications. One speaks with assurance, meets the interviewer's gaze, and believes they are the right person for the job. The other fidgets, second guesses their answers, and hopes the interviewer likes them. Who do you think gets hired? It's not just about experience, it's about presence. Employers, like everyone else, are drawn to those who exude certainty. Look at relationships. Have you ever wondered why some people attract attention effortlessly while others feel invisible? It's not about beauty or charm. It's about how they carry themselves. A person who believes they are valuable, who knows they are deserving of love and respect, radiates an energy that draws others in. But a person who doubts themselves, who seeks constant reassurance, who feels unworthy, repels people without even realizing it. What about success? There are thousands of talented people in the world who never reach their potential, not because they aren't good enough, but because they don't believe they are. Confidence is the bridge between potential and achievement. You can have all the talent in the world, but if you don't have the confidence to use it, it is wasted. Meanwhile, someone with less talent but unshakable belief in themselves will rise, will take opportunities, will push forward, and they will succeed. Now, you might be thinking, but how do I gain this confidence? The first step is to understand that confidence is not something you wait for. It is something you decide to have. You don't need permission. You don't need validation. You simply need to tell yourself, I am enough. I am capable. I deserve to take up space in this world. And then you act as if you already believe it. Because here's the secret. Your mind follows your actions. If you walk, talk, and behave with confidence, even when you don't feel it yet, your mind will eventually catch up. Confidence is not built in a day, but it is built in daily choices. It is built when you stop apologizing for existing. It is built when you stop doubting every word you say. It is built when you stop waiting for approval before you believe in yourself. It is built when you decide that you are worthy, whether the world agrees or not. So, the next time you walk into a room, remember this. You don't need to be the best, the smartest, or the most experienced person there. You just need to be the one who believes in themselves the most. Because confidence is everything. And it is already within you, waiting for you to unleash it. Confidence comes from knowing who you are. There is a reason why some people walk into a room and instantly own the space, while others shrink into the background, hoping to go unnoticed. It has nothing to do with physical appearance, intelligence, or status. It has everything to do with knowing who you are. Confidence is not something you borrow from others, it is something that comes from within. When you truly know yourself, the world cannot shake you. Most people spend their lives trying to fit into a mold, trying to be what others expect of them. They seek approval like a thirsty traveler searching for water. Do they like me? Am I good enough? What if they judge me? This constant need for validation weakens a person from the inside. Because the moment your confidence is dependent on someone else's opinion, you are no longer in control of your own life. If people praise you, you feel good. If they criticize you, you crumble. That is not confidence. That is slavery to the approval of others. Look at a child before the world teaches them fear. A child doesn't need to be told they are special. They simply believe it. They walk, they talk, they fall, they get up, they laugh. They don't question whether they are good enough. They just exist freely and fearlessly. But as they grow, society fills their mind with doubts. You should be like this, you should act like that. This is acceptable, that is not. Slowly they start questioning themselves. They start seeking permission to be who they are. And that is how confidence is stolen. One doubt at a time. Now imagine two people standing in front of a mirror. One looks at their reflection and sees every flaw, every imperfection. They think, I wish I looked different. I wish I was someone else. The other person looks at the same mirror and sees something entirely different. They see someone unique, someone valuable. Not because they are perfect, but because they accept themselves fully. The difference between these two people is not reality, it is perception. The first person does not know who they truly are, so they look for worth in the wrong places. The second person understands that their value is not determined by comparison, but by self-acceptance. Think of the most charismatic, powerful, and magnetic people you have met. They do not beg for attention, they attract it. They do not change themselves to fit in, they stand out effortlessly. Why? Because they know exactly who they are, and because they know they do not need the world to tell them. Their confidence is not borrowed, it is owned. Take, for example, a musician who creates their own unique sound. Some will love it, some will hate it. But the musician does not change to please everyone. They stay true to their art, and in doing so, they attract those who truly resonate with them. Now imagine another musician who constantly tries to copy trends, changing their style based on what's popular. They may gain temporary attention, but they will always feel lost, always chasing instead of leading. This is how life works. If you do not know who you are, you will always be running after external validation. But if you stand firm in your identity, the right people, opportunities, and success will find you. Confidence is not about being the loudest person in the room. It is about being the most certain. It is about walking into a space and knowing that whether people accept you or not, you are still whole. It is about understanding that your value is not negotiable. The world will always have opinions. Some will support you, some will doubt you. But when you know who you are, their words do not define you. Their approval does not strengthen you, and their rejection does not weaken you.
तो इसमें से कुछ ऐसे वर्ड हैं जो मुझे लगा इसके हिंदी मैं खुद भी जानना चाहती हूँ, आप सबसे भी शेयर कर रही हूँ। तो फ्रिजिड, बेचैनी से हिलना डुलना, व्याकुलता से हरकत करना, वर्दी, योग्य, लायक, सम्मान के काबिल। सैबोटाजिंग, सैबोटाजिंग मीन्स होता है जानबूझकर नुकसान पहुंचाना या बर्बाद करना। रीएश्योरेंस, आश्वासन, तसल्ली। अनवर्दी, अयोग्य, लायक नहीं। रिपेल, दूर करना, नापसंद करना, पीछे हटाना। तो ये इस पॉडकास्ट के कुछ ऐसे शब्द थे। अगर आपको और भी कोई शब्द ऐसा या वर्ड लग रहा है जो समझ में नहीं आ रहा है तो मुझे कमेंट करके बताइएगा। मैं सारे शब्दों के अर्थ आपको बताती रहूंगी।